So here we are, my friends, the Sephiroth boss fight on hard, and I would be lying to you if I didn't say this one was a headache. It took me many tries. I got close many times, and the one thing I'll say before we get into this guide, of course this is Final Fantasy VII Remake, is that if you die, and then you go to restart the boss fight, it gives you two options. Don't make the same mistake as I did. It says restart before this battle or restart from like the first battle, or it says something like that, right? I just hit the options very quickly, and I accidentally hit restart from first battle. What that does is it makes you have to redo the whole Whisper Bahamut fight. Don't make that mistake, okay? You might be frustrated. Take your time when you're resetting this boss fight so you don't actually go all the way back to the beginning of the chapter and have to do the Whisper Bahamut all over again, especially in hard mode. Just don't do it. I did that, and I wanted to cry. Anyways, that said, this boss fight took me a couple hours. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to walk you guys through this. So there's three specific phases. Starts off, Cloud versus Sephiroth, and then it goes like... Well, you know what? It depends, because I've seen some people get Barret in this fight. I don't know how. But for me, it's always been Cloud, then Tifa, then Aerith. So, the second phase, Tifa's going to join the fight. And in the third phase, Aerith will join with you. So, you'll have three characters against Sephiroth. The problem is that by the time you get to the third wave, it's going to be a lot harder. So, for the first wave, pretty easy. What you're going to want to do is block a lot as he does that Fury move, whatever it's called. When he does that, you're going to want to block. When he does the onslaught, the thing where he jumps up, you want to dodge, but you want to time it right. So as soon as he's kind of like at the peak of his jump, then you want to dodge so he doesn't hit you. If you dodge too early, then he's still going to hit you. He's going to lunge towards you. So be cautious of that. Besides that, just block a lot. Make sure you guys have Prey set on at least two characters. If it's going to be Aerith with you, then make sure it's on Aerith and Cloud or whoever you want, right? I have Prey on two different characters. Make sure you have Revival on every single character. Make sure you have Healing on every single character. And if you can, make sure you have at least one MP up and HP up in every single character. If not, preferably two HP up and MP up in every single character, because those are going to help a great deal, especially if you've leveled them up and it's going to increase your HP and your MP. Obviously, I didn't fully maximize or max out my HP up and my MP up, unfortunately. As you guys see, Cloud only has 8,600 HP, but those are going to be very crucial. Besides that, put whatever you want. You can put Barrier if you want. I don't know if it's, I mean, I'm sure it'll help with some phases. I did not use Barrier. This is completely without Barrier, but it is so crucial that you have Healing, Revival, and preferably Prayer as well in every single character. There's only two Prey materia, as far as I know. So at least have that on two of your characters. Again, stage one, very simple. Probably the easiest thing. Block a lot. The other thing, there's a materia. I can't remember what it's called, but it's a block materia. It basically reduces the amount of damage you take when you block. Have that equipped on preferably Cloud. I had it equipped here. It's also going to help you so you take less damage when he does do these attacks that you're going to be blocking, and you're going to have your ATB gauge fill up more significantly when you do block attacks as well. So keep that in mind. Again, very self-explanatory up until this point. You guys can see I have my limit. Don't use your limit until he's staggered, because if you do it before he's staggered, most of the time he's going to block it. He's going to do this move. I don't even know what it's called, but it's basically a move where he blocks it, and he's pretty much, you know, invincible, if you will, to the attack. So wait till he's staggered, then use your limit, at least for the first couple stages. The third stage, it's a little bit different. On the third stage, when you have all three characters fighting, you can use your limits as you see fit. And he usually won't block it, but obviously wait for the right opportunity. What I usually do is, like, if he's in the middle of attacking one character, preferably, you know, you don't want him to be attacking you, but if he lands an attack on a character, quickly switch to another character, do some damage with that character. If you have the limit on that character, it's kind of a perfect opportunity. But also be sure, because sometimes he lunges forward at the character that he's damaging, So be very careful if you are going to use your limit, that you time it right, because if you don't, you're going to end up using your limit in like midair, and it's going to completely miss him. So it's very tricky. As you guys can see, there I got pretty low HP a couple times. By the time we get to the end of this boss fight, it's gonna seem like I would have failed. I was so sure I was gonna fail. I'd previously failed this. Just before this run, I got him really low, and I died. And I was really upset. It was midnight. I was about to go to bed. I said, you know what? One more try. Gave it one more try, and I did it. So don't give up. If you need to take a break, take a break. You know, between the previous run and this run, I actually did take a break. I played a little bit of, you know, piano. I played my ukulele, my guitars a little bit. Just kind of relax, chill out. You know, these are very adrenaline-packed boss fights, so definitely take a break if you need to, because when you come back to it, you'll be a little bit more calm, and, you know, it's just a really good tip, honestly. It's a really good mental tip to really help you, because at the end of the day, your mental state is going to affect how you accomplish this boss fight. Anyways, the movie just did the Hellfire, or whatever it's called, where he goes up and there's like a big ring of attacks, or like lasers, or whatever the frig you call them, like laser walls. You can avoid getting hit by that, because it's kind of like a pie, right? And there's kind of like the lines, and then in between you can kind of sit in. But it happens so quick that it's kind of hard to distinguish where those spaces are that you won't get hit, but you can avoid it. So if you can find those spaces, definitely do that. Besides that, I mean, there was a couple times I used like fire on him, and I noticed that it did kind of like make him fall down for a split second. I don't know if it was in this run. I don't know. I did see it happen previously, so you can try that, but typically he's not weak to anything. So honestly, whatever you link your element on your weapons, it doesn't really matter. I mean, you know, I would put an elemental either way. I'm pretty sure that it'll still, like, it'll have some kind of effect, but he's not weak to anything, so that part doesn't matter. Does that make sense? Like I said, Prey is going to be super crucial because it uses your ATB. It uses 2 ATB, so a full thing, but it doesn't use your MP, and your MP is going to be something that you're going to want to have for revivals, for healing when you don't have the ability to pray. So don't use healing if you can use pray. That's a big thing. Do not use healing if you can use pray. This part of the boss fight is still pretty easy. It's similar to the very first wave, or the very first stage, except the fact that you know, Tifa is now fighting with Cloud. So one thing I noticed for me is that once I started getting other characters fighting alongside me, like right now with Tifa, I got a little bit more gutsy, which is a bad thing. You don't want to get more gutsy, because if you do, you're going to start making mistakes. You're going to try to do an extra combo. That's the other thing. When you do have an opportunity to attack him, such as when he misses his like little airstrike onslaught thing, whatever it's called, do one combo. Don't push your luck and try to do 2 combos. Also, if you can just get like a couple of hits in here and there, like right there, you seen I took 2 swings at him. I could have got 1 swing in and got away with it, but 2 swings, no, I could not get away with that. So you gotta know your limits. You gotta know your opportunities, and you gotta, you know where you can attack and where you can't. This part right here, Boundless Void. If one of your characters gets stuck by Boundless Void, the other character can freely attack him and you know, not get hit by anything pretty much, because he's too focused on the Boundless Void on the other character. So that's kind of a perfect opportunity to go and fill the stagger, especially if he has Cloud in the Boundless Void. Tifa is amazing for stagger, super amazing. Just like when he's, as you guys are seeing there, when he's staggered, I used Unbridled Strength, and then I Omni Strike, and then I also do like the Whirling Uppercut or whatever it's called. Dive kicks are great. There's other abilities. I highly recommend that you've unlocked every single weapon ability for every character at this point of the game. If you've already beaten the game on normal, so you've unlocked hard mode, then obviously you've done a fair chunk of the game. before even starting hard mode, you should be doing that. You should be preparing. You should have all the right material. You should, you know, get as much SP as you can. I didn't have every single manuscript in the game, so I didn't have all the SP I could have had, because I didn't realize that some of the SP was actually earned by doing side missions on hard mode, which I didn't want to redo all the side missions a second time, so I said, you know what, screw it. But if you're struggling, then I would highly recommend to do that. I mean, if you're at this point of the game where you're on Sephiroth anyways, it's kind of probably too late to go back. I mean, you could go back, but then you're going to have to do the Whisper Bahamut fight again. Just keep that in mind. There was a couple points where I was starting to wonder, like, am I gonna be able to do this? It's a very difficult fight. I'm not going to lie to you guys, it is a very difficult fight, but if you're patient and you play your cards right, you can get through it efficiently. You got to be patient, though. As you guys can see from, you know, the timestamp of this video, this is a very long fight. This took me 20 minutes personally, but it could take you even longer than that. It could take you like 30 minutes or more, depending how you play this. You know, it's better to play it safe than to play it gutsy and die. That's the thing with hard mode. It's all these boss fights, you got to slowly chip away at them. So as you guys can see with Aerith, I'm trying not to use her too much because she doesn't have too much HP. Sephiroth will usually, for the most part, ignore the other characters. He'll only focus on the character you're controlling. So I try not to stay on Aerith too much. I try to go to her once in a while when I have an opportunity to kind of fill her ATB, because she does have prayer and I want to use her as more of a healer. I didn't really use any of her abilities or spells too much or things like that. You could, obviously, but I didn't really use that a whole lot. You'll see by the end of this that I got very, very close to, like I said, dying. And Aerith came in clutch. I did a couple moves with her, and you know, I got the win. It was close. Like, it looked like he had no health. You'll see in a second. But I don't know if there's really much more to say. Like I said, I got my summon up here. I'm not sure which summon really works best on him. I've tried Leviathan. I've tried Ifrit or whatever he's called. I've tried a couple different ones, and you know, I guess it's just whatever one you feel. I think, yeah, right here I'm using Ifrit. Yeah, I think his name's Ifrit. I don't know how you pronounce it, but he's the fire beast monster. This guy right here. Leviathan's a great choice as well. Leviathan has some very strong attacks. But that's the other thing. Make sure you have all the summons, so you do have, you know, summons to choose from, and make sure each one of your character does have summons equipped. Hell's Gate. Once he comes down, if you're able to dodge it like I just did, then it gives you the opportunity to attack him. That's another time to attack him. Anytime he does elemental spells, just block it. Right here, this move right there that he just did, you could dodge it. I was blocking it because it's kind of risky. While you could dodge it, if you make a mistake and you don't dodge it, it's pretty much a guarantee to, like, wipe out most of your HP. So I'd rather just lose a chunk of my HP and you know, focus on you know, just blocking and getting my ATB up at the same time. Cloud kept dying on that one certain move, as you guys just seen a second ago. That's why, again, it's crucial that, you know, Tifa and Aerith, I wasn't using their ATB because I was keeping it filled as a backup to make sure that at all times I had a way to heal or res another character, which is, again, why it's very important to have healing and revival in every single character. And hopefully you have maxed it out by the point of this game. Aerith, you know, she wanted to have a lot of MP. As you guys see, she has 165. I didn't use much of it, thankfully, but it is there in case you need it. Again, you know, whenever he's pressured, those are your moments to, you know, attack hard, whether it's Braver or, you know, Omni Strikes or Dive Kicks or whatever. You know, if you have a limit, that might be a good time to use your limit. Just different things like that. So I don't think there's anything else really more for me to add. I think that pretty much covers most of it. I mean, obviously I want you guys to be able to see all of the gameplay. And just so you guys can see exactly what I did, you know, for the full thing, exactly how I ended up succeeding. But when he gets near the end, he's going to have like this final wave where he does like all these really crazy attacks. Cloud died on me, and I almost lost because of it. Keep your composure. Do the best you can. Make sure you have your ATB filled. This is why you don't want to be wasting your ATB for no reason. As you guys can see, you know, I'm not even using my ATB much on Cloud. I'm not using Braver, Focus Thrust, or anything like that. I'm saving it for the heals because you're really going to need it for prey, for you know, revival, for you know, healing. Like, all these things are crucial. It might take you a little bit longer to beat the boss that way, but it's better. It's better to make sure you stay topped up, healed, and all that good stuff. You know, your HP is topped up, and you'll be good to go. So I guess that's it, my friends. That's pretty much all I have to say. I'm going to let you guys obviously watch the rest of this gameplay. If you do have any questions, leave them down in the comment section below, and I'll do my very best to help you guys out and answer them to the best of my ability. If you guys have better strategies or tips for other people, again, leave that in the comment section below as well, you know, so if there's anything maybe I didn't mention or things that you had success in. Like I said, you could use things like barrier. I didn't. As you guys can see right here, this was very, very sketchy. Oh, man, it was so sketchy. I got close to dying. I got even closer to dying a little bit, a couple minutes more into the boss fight, near the very end of the fight. It was very sketchy. So just keep your wits about you, man. Just keep your composure, and you should be fine. So again, let me know if you guys have any questions. I hope this video helped you guys out. If it did, leave it a like, subscribe if you guys are new. And if there's anything else you want to see from me here on the channel regarding Final Fantasy VII Remake or whatever else, let me know in the comments below. Again, hopefully you guys find it useful. I'll see you guys very soon in another one. Enjoy the rest of this gameplay, and until the next one, friends, game on, and thanks for watching.
Beg for forgiveness.
So it's my turn?
All right, let's switch it up.
I'll show you what I can do. Tagging out.
Need to kill. Take it from here.
I'll take care of him. I'll take care of you.
All right.
I can't believe you. You've got this.
Enjoy.
Giving it my all. So it's my turn? You'll feel better in a second. Why don't you lead the way? I won't let you down. That's it! Here goes! And catch! It's your turn.
Great. Darkness falls. I won't give up.
Get. I'm here.
My turn. Defy. Sorry.
Come on.
Shall I give you despair?
You'll see. Here. Welcome back. We can do this and change it. Make it right.